Trying to get in the frame here, guys. Got to get set up. Going in a little bit new position here today. Today we're going to be talking about vintage MOTU Fright Zone. This is one of the play sets never had as a kid. Always wanted one. These pretty good size. It's kind of somewhere in between your slime pit, you know, with the T-Rex head and everything, and obviously much smaller than your Castle Grayskull and your Snake Mountain and everything. But some pretty cool little play features here. A couple little things that could have been better, but we're going to be diving into all that. And I just want to tell everyone thank you for. I know I've been not done too many videos lately. Getting ready to go on vacation. Actually, I had to go out of town on Thursday, and that's actually how I got this piece. I got this the day before I went on vacation, and I got it from Martin Gillard, the owner of Toylanta. Awesome. We finally got to meet him. We just had a great time just hanging out, sharing just vintage toy stories and everything. And I got to really see his collection firsthand, and just had an amazing afternoon with the guy. And like I said, I found this down there, and then this is and then yeah, of course, obviously, guys, this is not the true puppet that came with it. We all know that, you know, how those hand puppets, if you have one, you know not to touch it. That's how bad it is. So they're just so bio. And these right here, there's actually several different ones. You can go get these at Walmart. They only cost like $1, if I'm not mistaken. When I seen it and I put it on my hand, that's exactly what I thought about using this for. So, but one thing I will have to say, if anybody ends up watching this, if you do have one, if you don't mind, I would love if you can lay it down and take some good pictures of it for me beside a ruler. I'm wanting to re-sculpt and do a new design, update it a little bit, but yet still keep that vintage look, and redesign it and make a new version out of it. And I'm thinking about, instead of using latex rubber, I'm thinking about designing it out of silicone rubber. So that way it will last a little bit longer and stuff like that. And that way, and once I have that solid plaster mold of it, I'll be able to make just keep that mold and keep it sealed up in a Ziploc bag, to where if one ever does go bad, I can boom, just keep popping them out when I need to and everything. So guys, I'm going one of the cool things I do want to talk about, this was your good mid-grade play set for the kids. It wasn't too big. The price point, if I'm not mistaken, was around the $15 marker, somewhere around there. Very affordable. And like I said, it just looks cool. It looks menacing. You kind of got this tree of woe thing going up here. You got the vultures hanging out, and that's just so reminiscent of the old Conan movie. Remember when Conan was strapped up on the tree and all the vultures was getting at him and stuff like that? So very reminiscent of that movie as well. So, and then you got this awesome little cage here. I'm gonna see if I can do this. The only downfall that I really have on this playset is the figures, where they design this, they don't want to stand too well up there. Of course, depending on which figure you got. Some of them stand better. They got this neat little gel cell here, in which, you know, these little things come off. Like I said, it's a little wore out right there, but I can actually touch a wax around that, fix it right up. But one of the coolest things that I loved about the inside of this is the great amount of attention to detail in here. And okay, I'm gonna try to move the camera in. So some of y'all may not have one of these, and so I'm gonna kind of try to give you guys a cool little shot here. I think I can get the camera in here nice and slow. But yeah, see, you got that cool skull. Look at there, shackles. I mean, just so cool. Bones laying in the corner, chain hanging off the wall. Just, I mean, they didn't have to do that, but yet they did. So that's kind of amazing, if you ask me, right there. That's knowing your. Let me get this camera straight back here. Bottom line, guys, that is just knowing your product. Bottom line, this is something that's supposed to, you know, back in the days of, the Sumerian age or whatever, Eternia age, whatever you want to call it, their version of Conan. But it posed to be have a little scare factor to it, something intense, so, to add more play value. And I think that on a lot of MOTU designs, they've done very well with that. So there you go. Just trying to be easy here. And like I said, the worst part of it is, like I said, was the monster. And like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about it. We all know, like I said, it's made out of latex, and latex does not have any kind of longevity. So the only way one could survive, really, if you got one new back in the day and you put it in like one of them Ziploc freezer bags and suck the air out of it, that's about the only way. So, and they had this other cool feature here. It's like a movable floor. Now, I guess this is supposed to simulate like the trip action of the monster coming out. I'm not 100% sure what they were going for there, but I think it's just made the trip up the characters and stuff. But one thing I did like about it is how they designed it to where they could actually go up here to the top. I thought that was real cool, even though the stairs are not made to where they can stand on it that well as usual, but it's still better looking than what we got out of the Snake Mountain play set. Now, the biggest, I mean, this is not a gripe, but I will say that the biggest, hey, Matt, there you are, brother. Yep, and everything. Hope you're doing good, man. Me and Matt's been talking a little bit back and forth today. We got a little surprise I'm going to let out of the bag here in a little bit when some other people hop on. But one thing that I think was a huge missed opportunity with this playset, with the slime pit deal, they should have designed where these two could connect. I think that's where a huge opportunity was totally missed. The top of the slime thing is just slightly shorter than this base here, so you could possibly put it in the back, but your figure would be slightly too high. But it'd been really cool if they could have designed this to where when you went up this staircase, maybe it came down to where instead of coming in this way, the slime pit thing it can come out to where it can connect here to where you step down and then work the monster bone head thing to pour the slime on the character. So, and then let the color scheme blend together, because I know that one was more of your red and black colors, and this is obviously more your green tones. But if they could have mixed these two together, and what I think they should have done, they got a whole lot of green tones here, and I think they really should have went with grays and blacks. And I think if they would have went with a gray and black scheme, left this your green and black, then that could have tied into that over there. And I don't think the gray and black would have offset this as far as making it look that much different than what it is now. It just would have tied into the other play set and have been a little bit more compatible, because the slime deal is extremely small. There's just not much to it. So if it could have been able to, kind of like your Point Dread, you look at the Point Dread deal with the Talon Fighter, by itself, it's not that big of a deal. But being able to take that piece off the top and add it to the top of your Grayskull makes all the difference in the world. It gives you some different options. Yeah, stay tuned. I like that, Matt. So I think that right there was a very, very sad opportunity missed there, because I think if you could have joined the two play sets together, it would have made the small one have a lot more emphasis on it. It could have been a little bit more use for it. And then they could have advertised them together, which made people would want both of them more. So, because honestly, I remember seeing this on the shelf as a kid, and I remember it was on the very, very top shelf at a Rose's department store. And my mom, we just had got Castle Grayskull and a few other things about a month before that, and if I'm not mistaken, I was buying G.I. Joes at the same time that year. So it was just too many. When you got Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and He-Man, and somewhere along the lines, all three of them were sitting on the shelves pretty hot and heavy with product, movies going on, cartoons going on. You're constantly bombarding your parents for money to buy this stuff. And there was some conflict there. So you had to be picky choosy. Okay, am I buying Star Wars today? Or am I buying MOTU today? I had to pick because I loved all three, and I know there's some hardcore MOTU fans out there, and that's all yours, nothing but MOTU. And then you got your hardcore Star Wars guy, and then me, I loved all three. That was my three wheelhouses back in the day. That was the three biggest, strongest, and more longevity out of all the toy lines combined. So, so missed opportunity there. But like I said, I'm not here to knock this in any way. I think it. Like I said, I've been wanting this for many, many years, and then and Martin, I mean, just hanging out with him that day, and he gave me an awesome deal on this, and I knew before it didn't have this, which was no big deal. I really didn't care because honestly, if you try to buy a messed up puppet monster, it is cost twice as much as what this does by itself. So to me, that is just ridiculous. I'm not going to do it. I'd rather just sculpt my own and like this. And this little $1 guy right here, he's a good stand-in for right now. So and everything was, but some other things. Oh, awesome! Glad to see you here, brother. Glad from the vault. See you here, Steve. You doing all right, bro? See, yep, back. I've been a little tired. You know how you're supposed to go on vacation and get rest. That didn't happen. I stayed pretty busy on my vacation. Me and the wife and the little girl, we went to down to St. Augustine. Listen to me. That was last year. Listen, down to Gulf Shores, Alabama. We went to the beach. My daughter's just nuts about the ocean and everything, and it is every day going to the ocean, man. It just wore us out. And then the Sunday, we all kind of got a little burnt a little bit, and so that just kind of just kicked our butts. And then we had the long drive back home Monday, and then work Tuesday was just pure hell. So I was exhausted a little bit before I went on vacation, and then I was definitely exhausted getting back. So it took me a few days, even this morning, guys. I was going to do a video this morning, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I got it this morning, and it was just a big fog bank. So all I did is got my coffee and just chilled out and got some rest. But I definitely want to come back here today. Lee Taylor shot me a message on Facebook today asking me how I was doing, that I've been, and I was telling him what was been going on. I just needed a little bit of rest, guys. But, I'm trying, this is going to be a nice little easy video, but I wanted to share this. But a couple other things I got from Martin, I was going to share with you on the trip down there. Let's see here. No, not from Martin. I take that back. So here, okay, get my things. Tell I'm still a little tired. The cool thing that happened down there at Gulf Shores. Of course, you know me, if I'm anywhere, somewhere new, what I do, Google comic book vintage toys near me. Boom, found this place, Covert Comics. It is probably the next closest thing to Battlegrounds as far as Alabama. And like I said, and man, Jason, another Jason down there, he owns the store. He's just like Michael and Jason up here. He's just a little bit older than me, and he just loves and has a great passion with this. And he wants to actually come up and come visit Michael and their store. So I love seeing the guys. And even everybody. It's not competition, guys. We're all got our own passion. We're up here in Dalton. He's all the way down there in Gulf Shores. I mean, we all need to support each other, and that's what all this is about. But when I was down there, of course, you know what I did. I got to talking, running my big mouth like I always do. And guess what I'm doing? Yes, I'm working for this guy, helping him out. I'm doing 2 restorations right now, working on a vintage Superman and Batman. I got their clothes being properly cleaned and soaking right now and everything, going through the body parts, making sure everything's good, getting ready to do some paint touch-ups and stuff. So I got 2 jobs I'm doing for him right now. And while I was down there, I picked up a couple of apes. So I only got one with me right here. I actually got a Zera, just the body and head, but everything was in great shape. And I've got another Ursus here. And like I said, y'all seen the last few weeks ago where I bought a head and bought a different soldier body. And now I end up finding one complete. So not complete, but it's an original body with the head and everything. So I actually, what I am going to be, I love what I did with the other one so much. So my idea, what I'm going to do with this one is do a complete full restoration with this, put it on a card back. And then when I get done doing that, I'm probably going to put it up for sale. So, and speaking of card backs, I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the Superman, the Batman and Superman I'm doing for Covert. I'm actually putting them on card as well. Here's the rough color scheme for the Superman. See if I can get the lights to, you know how lights shine on everything here. This is the actual color, but it came out just a touch small. So I redesigned it and made it bigger. This is not the right color. This is just the test color, just so I can tell the difference between these sheets. But like I said, I'm still using the other bright yellow, but it's definitely much bigger. Because what I done, I started looking at a vintage one on card from back in 1974, and that's how I was able. And these little red squares up here are my cut lines. So these, like I said, this is test picks. I'm looking for blemishes and see if things didn't come out right and stuff like that. And then I'm going through it and refixing everything. And before you know, like I said, now this is the same format, but it's going to be a different color for the Batman figure. So everything's the same except for the format and a little number right here. Little, they all had they was the 5100 series. I think Superman here was, let's see here, 51300, and I believe Batman was 51301. So I'm keeping that. And guys, I come up, I found, see, somebody else popped on here. Toaster Waffles. I don't think you've, welcome to the Toy Smuggler Show. I don't think I've ever seen you. Yes, you can ask all the questions you want, and just so you know, prepared, I will answer them. So ask away, brother. Yeah, ask anything you want. And but while he's getting ready to ask a question, guys, something that I have been looking for probably nearly, oh gosh, ever since the movie came out back in, I think was 2007, and I never could. That was the last Indiana Jones movie. Well, I come across, he had this at the store. It's the Indiana Jones with the Ark. Now, this, obviously is not the Ark that came with the play set, which this Ark, I really love the design on it and everything. It's not back metalized, but I still really like the design aspect of it. And like I said, in this one, I have found several times on eBay, but it goes for 40 or 50 bucks, and I just could not do it. Dude had it for 20. As soon as I seen it, as the first thing I grabbed off the shelves. Like I said, guys, great store. I mean, you finding things, like I said, it just amazing little nuggets. Fine. Looks like the question popped up here. Let's see what I can read here. See, is PVC and Mego toys? See, I was thinking about collecting Megos, but I heard some people say it PVC. Are you talking about this basic like PVC pipe plastic? It's a polymer plastic, but it's a hot melt plastic. Just so you know, it's the same plastics that have been made in toys for years. It's your cheap Barbie doll toys, the hollow Barbie, the bootleg Barbie doll toys and stuff like that. A lot of your Mexican bootleg Barbie dolls were made. It's just hot melt. It's the same plastic that carpet is made out of. Just so you know, it's the same stuff. It's just pellets. They melt it at between a 700 to 825 degrees. I think somewhere around there is the melting point. They shoot that in a good cold mode. There it goes. A few seconds later, it's ready to pop out of the mode. So there's nothing dangerous about it. Now, I will tell you this. And it don't matter. Let me show you the comparison here. Anytime you're buying an original vintage 71, 74, anything from the 70s, do the math. 50 years old. There's going to be issues. These are not made. I can't give these to my 4-year-old to play with. They will not survive her. Now, if I gave like some classic TV toys or the new Megos that are coming out, they might survive her. But my little girl's a little rough. Anyway, these are made for collecting, not really the mash and bash. Because I'm telling you, I broke mine as a kid. And the apes, the darker plastic, the darker dye that was put in, has made these actually even more brittle than your others that didn't have the dye. It just makes it weak. They're really bad about breaking in the knee joints. That's one thing you got to watch about any kind of Planet of the Apes. They're very dangerous about breaking in the knees, and even these are too. But the apes are the worst one on the knees and the ankles. When you go to take these boots off, say you buy one of these guys, see, Alphatron, brother, how you doing, man? Glad to see you. So Toaster Waffles, if you do get a vintage ape and he's got boots on and you go to pull it off, and it seems a little stiff, stop. Get you a coffee cup, put you some hot water in it, hot as you can stand it, put it in the microwave 1 minute, set the boot in there a good 20, 30 seconds. Get that boot good and soft, then pull it off. Because that old rubber gets a little stiff over the years. So you need to get it good and soft and loose, so when you go to do it, you're not putting so much stress on those ankles and everything. And then when you get these, don't be shocked. When you take the clothes off, be very slow, and you're looking for little fractures. And don't be alarmed that everything on these is fixable. And if it's broke and it's beyond repair, hold tight, get on Facebook. You go to any kind of Mego forum on Facebook, Planet of the Apes forums on Facebook. You put a call, hey, I'm looking for some parts. Trust me, so many amazing guys will come to you, rushing to you, say, hey, I got extra. Because they got figures that's broke too. And guess what we all do? We all collect all the parts. Either we end up using them later on, or we sell them to someone that's in need just like we are. So you just got to do it. You got to be careful with it. These are not to be plated. These are to be restored, cleaned up, set up, and look nice. Put them on a card, and you don't ever have to worry about them again. So that's what we're doing with these guys right here. So, and everything. But excellent question, by the way. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you think He-Man's knocking on 40 years now, and their plastic's bad with the bands and problems and issues. Megos are worse because it's 50 years old. So, see here. No. PVC is just plastic. That's all it is. It's a polymer. Trying to think the name here, but it's the same type of chemical compound like you see in PVC pipe. Now these are all different. These are not PVC. I'm trying to think. Like I said, it's mostly your bootleg Barbie doll, your bootleg baby. You ever seen them baby dolls, the kind of funky plastic? It's almost the same. It's very similar to the #2 plastic, like milk jugs are made out of, your medicine bottles, stuff like that. Nothing harmful, nothing to worry about. Nothing that touching it, smelling it, or a kid putting it in the mouth is going to hurt them unless it's just dirty. So nothing to worry about there, guys. But yeah, guys, so like I said, thank you guys for joining me back here. See, we've been out here a little over 22 minutes, but like I said, I very much urge you. You can still find these out here for a great deal. I urge you to do it quick. If this is one of yours that you're wanting to go for, because here's what I've been telling you guys for the last several months with the new He-Man toys coming out around September, hitting Walmart and Targets, if I had to guess. Boom. All this old vintage stuff is going to unfortunately just go stupid in price. And He-Man, since 2011 that I know of, and I've been trying to keep up with He-Man that many years now, He-Man is steadily going higher and higher. And I think a good, solid, good, clean, complete He-Man figure is knocking on $85 right now. And time this September hits, he will be at $100, unfortunately. So a piece like this could creep up there. Like I said, I got a great deal, but right now I think they're sitting between the $60 and $85 markers. But depending on if it has a crappy puppet with it or not. And some guys have it, and it's just shredded pieces, and most of them don't. If it don't come with that, don't be discouraged. I encourage you to get it without it. Search around at your local Walmart, Dollar Trees and stuff. They have these little guys, and all you do, stuff them for some foam. You can even get the foam in a can, Walmart bags, whatever you want to do. Great little stand-in. He just sits right in there nice and neat and fills the void. Buy you 2 or 3 up, put them in a Ziploc bag. If he goes bad, you got some others, and you're looking at they're $1 a piece. You can't get no better than that. So, see here. Oh, you recently bought Dr. Zayas, 100% complete, pretty good condition, and it's Mego. Depending on what you paid for, a good deal for it. If he was complete, anything, I would say if he complete, good condition and everything, anywhere between $25 to $35 was a great deal. So stuff, you pay $20, you got a steal. If you can get a complete ape anything for $20, grab it. Even if you don't want it, grab it and call me, and I might buy it off of you. See here. See, looks okay. Yeah, me and Matt, our big secret is getting ready to come out. Me and Matt's actually going to Matt Hall, guys. You see him up here on the thing. He is actually going to be coming up this Saturday. He's meeting me up here at the Battlegrounds Comics and Games here in Dalton, Georgia. And at 4 o'clock, we are going to go Facebook Live. We're going to probably do it downstairs, upstairs. We'll probably be all over the store. So, guys, around 4 o'clock, be looking for us on Facebook. Go to Sexton Creations, and boom, we'll go live there. Like I said, I would go live from YouTube, but y'all know YouTube's stupid little rule. You have to have 1,000 subscribers before I can go live on YouTube. So, if you're on here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have, please tell someone else to subscribe to one of my channels. Because don't get me wrong, guys, I am slowly, and don't get me wrong, I am glad that I'm slowly building up the subscribers rank. I'm not like leaping up too high, because one thing that I do love about, you got guys like Steven on here, Alpha Tron, Matt, you know, I love seeing the same faces on here asking, you know, always engaging, and I love seeing the familiar faces on here, and it just makes the show that much better, that when I look over here, I recognize who you are and stuff like that. That just makes it that much more personal. And if I was to up and grow, say 1,000 subscribers in a month, there's just no way in the world you'll get to know these people. So I'm very grateful in a way that I'm doing the slow growth right now. But don't get me wrong, I would like to be over the 1,000 subscriber mark and keep on climbing. But I do like the personal relationship we're all getting here. I got to know, you got Lee Taylor. Like I said, you got Timothy Hayes, Timothy Matthew. I mean, we got so many Timothys. We got a lot of Tims on this group. So, but it's a lot of great people. I think we got a great little niche here. So, guys, if you don't think anybody who knows who I am, please just shoot a word out there and tell people to come join me at Sexton Creations or over here at the Toy Smuggler YouTube. Like I said, I'm just trying to give you guys what you want. I really love doing this. This is art and toys is a passion of mine. I just like sharing with you guys. Let's see, we got some more questions coming here. Let's see. Yes, I'm a huge Star Wars. Okay, real quick. So he was asking here. He asked if I was a Star Wars fan. Oh yeah, a little bit. And just so you know, Toaster, see that Banther right there? I made that for Smith Lords. You can see that on the Fan Strike Back. And let's see if I can get the camera behind me here a little bit. Yep. Kind of like my Star Wars a little bit. Got Star Wars going on behind me here. Got the Ewok Village. But I got my the Robin Hood stuff on it right now. And then I don't know if the light's going to buy. I got a lot of MOTU stuff up in that way. Built my own Jabba's Palace up there. Got the Death Star. Yeah. Now my first, I'll give y'all a quick little history about the Toy Smuggler here. My first action figures was the Batman and Robin and the TV Planet of the Apes figures, the Migos. That was my first action figures ever. And then when Star Wars hit, boom, changed we all know it just changed everything. And then next thing you know, MOTU and G.I. Joe popped on the scene the same year with cartoons. I mean, so, and boom, then after that, it was just G.I. Joe, MOTU, and Star Wars there from 82 to 86 strong. So 4 solid years of just nothing but those 3 products. And then boom, late 86 going into 87, I got out of toys for all the way up to roughly from 87 to 92, I believe it was. 92 going on 93, I finally started just accidentally walking down the street where I live, seen an antique store. I was bored. I had 2 hours before I went to work. Walked into this little antique store, just bored out of my mind, and boom, I found the Farm Boy Luke and Darth Vader, and I was hooked all over again. So it boom. Now I never did come across too many He-Man stuff, but I was just seeing the coming across vintage Star Wars when I wasn't looking for it, and it's sparking such a hold back on me again. And like I said, I had another bad lull there for a while, around 2007 through 2011, about 4 years there. I didn't collect hardly anything at all. It's just a bad time in my life, and just nothing good was going on during that time. And in 2011, I seen this Castle Grayskull at a flea market, and I passed on it on a Friday, and no, on a Saturday. And I called my buddy up and I said, "You still up there at that?" Because him and his other buddy, they go to that same flea market every day, every Saturday and Sunday. I said, "You got $50 on it?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Run there. They got a Castle Grayskull for $40. Buy it, bring it to my house, and I'll give you 45 just for the gas." So boom, he did it. And I've been hooked on MOTU ever since. It took me a while. I didn't really get my collection built up until I started doing restorations at Battlegrounds, and that helped me really, do a lot of work and get some figures and for work and stuff like that. And so I got my MOTU collection in a good place right now. Let's see, we got some more questions popping here. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that. Thank you very much on the Bantha. And then, guys, on the Bantha, just to give everybody some information, I had heard from the grapevine, there are only about 60 left on pre-order. So if you want one, you best be there. It's coming to a close soon, I believe. I think when it goes, it's going to go quickly. So don't pass up on that. Fan strike backs, save the Bantha. You can't miss it. Just do a little bit of work. See, the vinyl coat Jawas was crazy. Yeah, I don't even worry about that. I can fake that if I want it. So let's see here. See what did Alpha say? I missed what Alpha said here. Looking forward to my Bantha. Oh, you got one on pre-order. Awesome, Alpha. I did not know that. I'm glad you did. Hey, if you ever run across me, let me know. If we're going to be at any convention that I'm near, come see me. I will sign your box or whatever. I'll be glad to do that for you, brother, and everything. Well, guys, we've been on here. I've been shooting the jaw a little bit too long, so I got to get some stuff ready, get ready for tomorrow and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. If you're looking for one of these, hurry up and go get you one of these. You will not regret. I look at this thing every morning before I leave and go to work, and it's just a great honor to get one of these. And like I said, I had it, and it's great that I got it from Martin. That's going to be the history of this. And guys, if you don't know who Martin is, go to Toylanta, virtual Toylanta. I mean, just boom, just amazing guy. Got an amazing show. Just keep up with those guys. They just do amazing things. And like I said, I've got some cool things coming up. When I do get some more done on these restorations on the Batman and Superman, I will keep you guys informed. You guys have a great one. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Y'all have a good one. I'm the Toy Smuggler. Catch y'all later.